Welcome back to Session 8 of this course, which helps us to mindfully and compassionately move through times of transition and challenge by connecting deeply to the present moment. In the last session, we explored the 8 worldly winds and how to cultivate the insight of not self in the midst of the ups and downs of life. In today's session, we'll explore the teachings on equanimity and learn more ways to practice letting go in the face of the upheaval of life. When I was a child, I had a toy called a Weeble Wobble. It was shaped like an egg, but probably made of some kind of plastic. In the bottom, wider end of the egg shape, there was some kind of weight that kept it balanced and centered. You could tip it over and it seemed like it would fall, but then it wouldn't. It would rock back and forth and it would always come back upright to stillness. What is it that allows us to come back to balance when the transitions and challenges of our life push and pull us this way and that? What is that inner weight at our center? Equanimity is a fundamental practice that can help us to center and balance ourselves. The word in Sanskrit is upeksha, and in Pali it's upekkha. Upe means over, and ksha means to look. So upeksha means to look over, to see all around, like from a high mountain, to see all sides. And we don't take sides. We see the situation in its entirety. It can also mean to see with patience, to see with understanding, so we don't take things personally. It is sometimes translated as non-discrimination, impartiality, tolerance, letting go, and non-attachment, which is distinct from indifference. Thai translates it as inclusiveness, which gives a more engaged, involved, and active nuance to this quality. Inclusiveness or equanimity is not dogmatic. It allows us to keep an open mind. When climbing a ladder, to advance to the next rung, we have to let go of the rung we're standing on. So we need to let go of what we know now to be open to learning something new. The willingness to see things afresh with new eyes is an important aspect of equanimity and inclusiveness. The Dalai Lama says, "I'll give up any Buddhist belief if science proves it wrong." As central as the practice and teachings of Buddhism have been for him and his culture, he won't cling to them, because clinging prevents us from growing and moving forward. Thai invites us to ask ourselves often, "Are you sure?" It is good to regularly check if our perceptions are actually corresponding with reality, because often they don't. When we find ourselves in times of transition or difficulty, what are some ways we may be clinging to our current rung of our ladder? What might it be like to relax our grip and be willing to move to the next rung? Inclusiveness, equanimity, helps us trust that we'll be okay, even if right now it's uncomfortable or even hardly bearable. The more we can relax and let go, the easier it'll be. Some years ago, my mom and I went to see an interactive exhibit on the brain. There was a game there that we played in which we had to sit across from each other and compete to try to get our ball to go the furthest distance. To do this, we had to relax. We were wearing sensors on a headband that measured our level of relaxation. So the more we relaxed, the quicker our ball would move where we wanted it to go. It was very counterintuitive. We laughed a lot. Often life is like that. The more we relax, settle back, and move with the flow of things, the more we advance where we want to go. In order to relax, we need to let go and stop clinging. In the game, the ball doesn't advance because we're trying hard. It advances because we let go. Ajahn Chah, the Thai forest master, says, if you let go a little, you will have a little freedom. If you let go a lot, you'll have a lot of freedom. And if you let go completely, you'll have complete freedom. Gil Fronsdal, a meditation teacher, speaks about equanimity as similar to grandmotherly love, which is more peaceful than the love of a parent because it's not as attached. The love is there, but without as much of the suffering. He clarifies that while some may think of equanimity as dry neutrality or cool aloofness, mature equanimity produces a radiance and warmth of being. The Buddha described a mind filled with equanimity as abundant, exalted, immeasurable, without hostility and without ill will. We can bring these radiant and powerful attitudes to our own difficulty or moment of transition. There are classical phrases for cultivating equanimity and inclusiveness that can help us in meditation. Let's do a practice together now, and you can try out these phrases. Taking a few moments to feel your breathing, to feel your body, allowing yourself to open and settle right here, right now. Now visualize yourself in a large field with grass all around, trees in the distance, and a big sky above. Allow yourself to open and settle in this spacious, calm place. As you sit in this field, bring to mind a situation that's causing you some distress. Feel your body as you contemplate the situation. Maybe a decision you have to make, or a hard conversation you have to have with someone, or a struggle in some area of your life. Now let your challenge, your question, your difficulty, your moment of transition come and take form as something in the field with you. Maybe a shape, a color, a feeling, a being, whatever it is. Let it be there, right next to you. Now see a line on the ground that forms a circle around you both. The diameter is just a few meters or yards across, so you and your question or difficulty are in a close space. Notice how this feels in your body. Offer yourself these wishes. May I open to this moment just as it is. May my heart be at ease with the conditions of my life. Now see the circle growing bigger, 10 meters in diameter. What is that like for you? How do you feel? And now the circle grows larger to 20 or 30 meters in diameter. How do you respond? How do you feel? Again, dropping in these equanimity phrases. As much as I would like things to be different, things are the way they are in this moment. May I open to the flow of joys and sorrows with understanding and equanimity. Now the circle grows as large as the whole field, and there's tons of space. You can choose to go anywhere, have any relationship you wish to your question or difficulty. Where do you wish to be in the field? Where is your question? Notice how this choice feels in your body. Breathe with it, in and out. Allow whatever is here to be as it is. And if the phrases are helpful, you can continue to repeat them. Otherwise, just let them go. May I open to this moment just as it is. May my heart be at ease with the conditions of my life. Now let yourself sit in the middle of the field, and your question or difficulty can be near or far away. Together you enjoy watching the sun as it sets over the treetops, and you let yourself really give yourself to the beauty of this moment. In some way you touch that all is well, even with your difficulty and question still there, not yet resolved. Breathe in the beauty and serenity of the moment. May I open to this moment just as it is. Now gently return to your body in the present moment, bringing slow movements to your hands and feet. Take your time and open your eyes. And when I rise, let me rise like a bird joyfully. And when I fall, let me fall like a leaf gracefully, without regret. In this 8th session, we've explored the practice of equanimity and letting go to better meet times of challenge. In the next session, we'll look at the practice of nurturing the good and the power of gratitude.